Hello, how's your day going? I'm back. It's been a bit busy with our Christmas season, so even though I have good intentions to come on here every day, sometimes I get a bit held up with other things. So yesterday was a full day of private readings and a couple today, and now I'm here thinking I'm going to do something for my wonderful subscribers that have joined me, my new subscribers. Trusting in me that I'm going to be able to manage this YouTube world. It's all very new still, even after a few weeks, because I haven't been on much. But anyway, yeah, hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I think it might be evening for most of you, but here in Australia it's getting into the middle of the day. So I thought I'd pop on my lunch break today and just, I was asking guidance, how do I offer to the subscribers in YouTube and to anyone who decides to subscribe. So hop on if you are here for the first time and hit that subscribe button, because apparently that lets you know when I'm going to do another video. So it was this morning I was taking a shower, and I was sort of, often the water becomes like a conduit for me, and I pick up my messages a bit stronger, and I was just asking, and because I don't do astrology, but at the same time I seem to be very much in alignment when I'm bringing through my forecasts each week that I do here in Australia. I do a in the know forecast, and I do that a week before, and then this evening I will be putting the new one for my Australian subscribers to my access page. So where was I going? I was thinking, well, what can I do here that also brings through on these videos a bit of information? And I got, do the elements, do the astrological elements. So I thought I would do that today. So, and then I thought, well, there's so many, how will I get through them all? And it was just to break them down. So I'm just going to start the session with one card for all the different elements. So if you're a fire sign, of course it'll be Aries, Leo and Sag that are up first. So I'm going to do one card and one card out of my 20-year-old card pack here, and one message, and there should be an influence in there for all of you, all the fire elements, and then I'll go through the others as well. But I also thought I would bring through, ask for a message from the wildlife wisdom as well. So that could be interesting. I haven't done that before. So here we go. So up first, I'm going to have a look at the fire signs. So you'll know if you're a Aries, Leo or Sagittarian. So I'll be back with you in a tick. Just let me ask there. One card that gives a message that will be uplifting and inspiring and insightful for the fire signs. King of Wands. It's all about work, guys. It's all about getting back on track, having a straight path this year for 2021, focusing on where you're going, what you're doing. And we're right in that perfect time now. That first week in January is really, and we've got a full moon coming up, I think it's on the 13th of this month. So, really this first week is really the best time that you can be setting your intentions on your path ahead. Now I said work, but your path might be doing something exactly like I'm doing here. Just this is your path, so it doesn't matter how you go about this, as long as it's coming from the heart. It seems like it's going to be a lot easier. There's not going to be this back motion for you guys. It feels like you're all fired up, being the fire element, and you will move ahead. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm just going to move into the wildlife wisdom cards now. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they gorgeous? So for the fire element, a wonderful message come through for the fire element. Oh, interesting, because I got this week for the forecast for the ones that are on our my other access page. This is a rabbit. Now, rabbit was introduced to Australia, and it wreaked havoc on our ecosystem here. They multiplied and multiplied and multiplied. But the message that comes is about fertility and sustainability. So if you're if you're looking fire signs to start a family, now's a good time. But if you're not in that, we could look at the sustainability of what you're doing and how can you make a difference this year. You know, we're very focused on taking care of Mother Earth, the planet. You know, so is there something that you can do to, just a small thing? It might be just using less plastic, or picking up plastic when you see it, and you know, or recycling, or doing something that's a little bit more sustainable. So maybe that's on your focus now. Maybe you're starting to look at that, less waste, and yeah, it looks very fertile the year ahead as well. There's something else there. Your mind might be really busy on ideas as well. And I think by that work one that I got, or that path one, I'd say be careful that you don't have too many ideas and you can't bring them all, you know, because if there's too much going on, too many rabbits in the patch, you know, you might be overthinking things. So yeah, focus on sustainability. Lovely. I'll pop them back into the cards. So that's the message for the fire element today. So who are we doing next? The Earth, Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. If you're a Capri, and I'm a Capricorn, if you're a Capri or a Virgo or Taurus, you're very earthy and you love everything to do with the Earth. So we'll have a look and see what message comes through for us right now. One card, please. One card. Hang in there. Okay, so if you've got plans, it's hanging in there. We are sometimes making sacrifices too. It looks like you're making sacrifices for something that you really want to bring to fruition. So hanging in there doesn't necessarily mean the hangman, that the things are going wrong. It could mean that you just got to use a little bit more time there for it to percolate, and that's how it feels. It feels like don't be in a rush, be patient is the message. Hang in there. Okay, and the wildlife. I'm keen to see what comes out with that. No wildlife message for the earth signs. Oh, there's one flying out. Kookaburra, family. Kookaburra, it's all about connecting with family, being closer to your family. You know, the kookaburras here, and they have this beautiful song, and they wake us up in the morning with their song, and then they sing a song when they're going to sleep, and when the sun's going down in the afternoon too. And you know, their call is quite unique. It's a laughter, and it can't do anything but bring up joy. So if there's, you know, there's a feeling of not being connected enough with your family, or if there's a joy that you feel when you connect with family, do it often. You know, it's really, and maybe this is what's coming up for you too. There's going to be more to do with family in 2021. So yeah, keep connected. Don't lose your connection to family. They're what brings the joy for you. And it might be time just to have a good laugh with your family, you know. If that's, you know, just one phone call and you just have a good cackle like the kookaburras, it will uplift you. So yeah, lovely message from the wildlife. So be patient, Cappies and Virgos and Taurus, be patient and connect with your family for a good laugh. And we have the air sign, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius up next. Looking for a message for the air signs. Oh, they're flying out. I got two. Yeah, I'm going to go with those two because they both flew out. So the Knight of Cups, moving forward in trust, and for your environment. So, you know, looking at this environment looks pretty lush. So it's pretty important, I think, for you guys also to be thinking about the environment that you're in. Is it nurturing you? Is it sustaining you? Often you need to trust, but there's also a level of challenges I feel that you've been, it could be a bit tricky for these signs, the air signs, for just a few months, I feel, and then it all starts to move together and your environment changes. So, yeah, being quite emotional, but I can also, you can see the water running here. I'm an intuitive reader, so I read the cards a little different to the mainstream with tarot. But yeah, there's a movement. The horse is wanting to move forward and carry you. This white horse, it's got its head down and it's sort of saying, be patient. I'm in a hurry, but it's coming, and you need to trust. So whatever you're putting into motion at the moment, keep setting those intentions, because I think it's all about environment. So you may be thinking about moving, or you could have this desire to achieve more in your material world. And it's possible. It's possible with this because it's very lush. It's very lush and it's very tropical. And it's abundant, there's an abundance. You see all the grapes in the background there. Everything's growing well. There's a connection to nature. So even that could be the message for you guys, to connect to nature a little bit more and work with the earth in whatever way that brings abundance for you. Growing your own vegetables, or, if you can, it could just be simply plants inside on your windowsill, herbs, anything that brings nature and abundance into your vision. Beautiful. Okay, and the wildlife for our air signs. I feel like the air signs were, really, really wanting to get going or change, have some change. There's a fair bit on the earth signs plate, is what I feel. But it is a good year, for this element. Peace. Okay. Peace pigeon. So when we see the pigeons, and they're all over the world, aren't they, the pigeons? When you start, like, pigeons will be fairly quiet. You can sort of interact with them, but when they're startled, they sort of take off, but it doesn't take them long to settle back down again. So I feel, even though there's a few situations that it may be unknown to the air signs, I feel like you will settle back down again. So the peace is there within, and if you can find time to meditate and bring yourself back to your peaceful self, it'll be a lot easier, and it'll move along quite. You'll be peaceful. So even if something challenges you, you know that the next phase will be peaceful. You settle down really easy. It's not hard for you to do that. You are basically a peace-loving person. I can feel that. Wonderful. Thank you. All right, so that was our air signs. Now we've got the water element. Okay, the water ones. Who's the water? We've got Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces in water. So let's have a look and see what the message. One card. Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces. Okay. I get the card Judgment. Are you feeling judged, or are you judging? Judgment's an interesting. I can remember many years ago when I was feeling judged, and I did some inner work and realised I was actually judging myself. So it's always good to look inwardly and outwardly depending on what's taking place here. This card for me 20 years ago came to me from guidance, that it was about lots of different things, not only the word judgment, but to do the inner work, to change the word to observe rather than to judge, and it'll vibrate better for us. We can be more at ease when we say, I'm not judging, I'm observing. It's more a stillness that allows us to intuit what's actually taking place, and it makes it easier to look inwardly as well as to look externally as well. The relocation part of this I never really got, but often when I've done a reading for people and it's come up that they're about to pack up and move, or they have the desire to do that. That sits in there, and also there could be the need to reorganise or restructure how you're living your life. So it might be that you're making plans to restructure your life in a totally different way. So that might be that you want to change your career, or you want to live in a different place, or you want to start a business. It could be something like that coming up for you guys. But yeah, the two key things that I get out of this today is to observe, not judge. And I really feel like there's some movement on for many of you. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, you're reorganising in some way. So that's your message. Let's have a look at the wildlife. Lovely inspirational message for our water signs. Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces. Ooh, interesting. I live in Tasmania, and we've just pulled out the Tasmanian devil for the water signs, the Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. And the word at the bottom says control. If you've been fortunate enough to see a Tasmanian devil, I've only seen them. I've seen them as roadkill on the sides of the road down here, because we have so much wildlife in Tasmania, which is always sad. But they are doing much better than what they were. They have had a disease, a very contagious disease that they've spread now, and they're starting to get on top of that, I believe, now. But the word control Spirit gave for Tassie Devil was come out of an understanding that if you've ever seen them together eating or mating, they just appear to be so vicious and controlling of each other. They really fight hard and make horrible noises, and they sound like the devil. So the word control, well, the message they're giving us is that if we stay in the vibration of trying to control everything for ourselves, it's quite a tight feeling. So the masculine control drama that we often see taking place in the world, where we want to manage everything, or someone wants to control us, or we're being controlled, and we try to control that, and we find we can't, and we get all stressed. So letting go of the control drama in your life, if there is some, would be really, really useful for you at the moment. So when you notice that things are out of your control, and many of us have been in that in the last year, so just freeing yourself from the negative energies of masculine negative energy. It could be things like fear, judgment, grief, all of these that weaken us. Tassie brings the message, Tassie Devil brings the message saying, let go of control and watch how everything will start to flow for you then. It'll be more at ease. You'll be more in alignment with the unconditional feminine energy that allows and is supporting and it's loving. So yeah, if you find yourself trying to control something, or you feel like you can't control, just come back and be at ease. Okay, So there we go. There's the messages for all the signs. So I hope you enjoyed that. Do you like my backdrop? I put that up today. I'm really sort of noticing that lots of people are on YouTube with their backdrops. So I got this one on eBay and I'm quite happy with it. So until I find some way of hanging it up properly, but it's pinned there at the moment. So if it just does a big drop before I get off here, you can just have a laugh at me. So this week, I think in a few days, I'm going to join Andrea on Lilac Lantern again. We're gonna dive very deep into some spiritual stuff. So I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'm sure she will give me a link that I can put up on my, when I work out how to do that too, a link on my YouTube channel. So thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to hit the buttons, and I do have a website link, I think there's somewhere, that if you're interested in a private reading, you can go on there and have a look. Okay, or join the In the Know subscription. That's a really, you've got it all there every week to read and keep yourself in the know. Okay, bye for now. See you soon.